girl shit. And if the beat live, you know Lil Juke made it. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body crazy curvy wavy big titties little waist. Body crazy curvy wavy big titties little waist. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Look at how I body that. Ate it up and gave it back. Yeah, you look good, but they still wanna know we're making it. Saucy like a barbecue, but you won't get your baby back.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Well, it's good morning there. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to another episode of the Pretty Size and Powerful Podcast. We are doing pop-ups all long, talking to women from all over who are living life and making history, okay? If you are watching this live right now, make sure you share. Invite your friends to watch by tagging them in the comments. Leave your comments and questions down below, and we'll get to them if we have time, okay? In case you don't know me, my name is Aziza Courtney. I also go by Zebo. You can call me the Human Universe, aka your favorite fat girl. And I'm really, really excited about our guest today. I was introduced to her as a community activist. She got a mural of her, so that's how you know it's real. Okay, I'm gonna let you go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Elle Halo. I'm an LGBTQ health equity advocate here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm a board member at Diverse and Resilient, which is a testing and prevention agency. I'm the community co-chair-elect of our statewide action planning group for HIV and AIDS of Wisconsin. And I am the inclusion health program specialist at Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin. And right now I'm serving as an organizer with the Black Rose Initiative, which is a group of Black trans women, and we are planning the Black Trans Visibility Week celebration.
I told y'all it was real. She got a mural for a reason, honey. She is out here doing work. All right, so tell us a little bit about you. How did you get into doing activist work?
Sure. I think first, thank you for having me. And I think for a lot of us that find ourselves in like community serving roles or find ourselves in like activist work. First, I like to say, like, I think this is a season. Like, you know, like I think this is where I was called to be at this season.
Yes.
And those steps it took to get here is for this season. And so, you know, I think what kind of led me here is first, my mom is a minister.
Okay.
I think that definitely instilled and just helped me to grow in a community really led by Black women that were able to, you know what I mean, one, be providers and be mom and dad and be able to have their personal ministry and preach the gospel. And so I definitely grew up like a church kid, like a theater and a choir kid. And I always expressed myself with like writing and music. And I think aside from that, the different journey that me and my mom took with her as a single mother and me as like this academic or studious or creative kid, those things kind of led me down into finding my way into different like areas of activism or just areas of growth, of like community growth.
Mm-hmm.
I was a Youth of the Year at Mary Ryan Boys and Girls Club in Sherman Park my senior year of high school. And I went there from like middle school till I graduated. And I really would like to say like most of the stuff that I'm involved with now, even like now, is still kind of informed by those early things I did that kind of got me in spaces with people and trained and having skills developed to be able to kind of serve in these roles now. And it's crazy, like, you know, like some of the people that was in some of those same early spaces is people that I'm still in spaces with now. In small Milwaukee, you know, in our community that's of enough of a size where we're all connected in the ways that we are. And so, I think as an adult, I think it started as just me learning to self advocate, as a Black trans woman, as a young Black trans woman, as a sexual assault survivor, and being able to express those things about my own personal journey, and then realizing that I could have that ability to do that in a way that could uplift community. But really survival, like I would just say, like the stuff I got involved with when I was young, and survival, like I saw the opportunity to work and apply myself, and just started building on that basis after like having like a retail career for like 8 years.
I love that. So it really seems like what you're doing is very purposeful, very passionate for you. And I love that. I love that you were able to like really live in your purpose and also touch people along the way.
Thank you.
Has there ever been a time where you thought like maybe this is not for me? Like I'm tired of sharing, or has it always been like, well, I know always is a going overboard, but like has it been a healing process as well, being able to share your story and touch other people?
It's definitely been healing, and it's definitely times when I want to stop. There's definitely times when when you don't know. I think not what necessarily people kind of perceive some of them as, but the accolades, like, of course, yes, that's, you know what I mean, the mural and the awards and stuff, like, of course, that's affirming, and of course, that's wonderful, and it being wonderful, and being produced, and being, like, gifted to me, you know what I mean, from community or from different spaces in what I call my community, and having that definitely does affirm me, you know what I mean, in my work and in my walk. But I think I really just be in grind mode, I think, we just trying to, we all only got a certain amount of time while we here. So I'm just trying to, do my best and get to the next stage of what my being here supposed to look like. And that's what I'm focused on. I think that, like I was saying, the accolades and stuff, I think it definitely let me know that I was making a difference. Like, I don't think I would have, I don't know. I don't think I really knew I was making a difference. You know what I mean? I just thought I was, going to work or volunteering here or you know what I mean? Doing a workshop or a panel there or something like that, But definitely, I definitely began to see just more of our Milwaukee trans community and our national trans and HIV prevention community, and be introduced to more people and more mentors and figures and people that I could relate to and look up to. And it's just kind of crazy, like because some of the bigger themes in our like social movement now and our social justice movement now are all things that I, you know what I mean, like I believed in, like when I was younger, or that I felt, or you know what I mean, that I wanted to express, or may have been excluded, or maybe just didn't have the words or the ability to express when I was younger. And so, I think I'm just in a place where now it's about being more intentional and trying to find a way to connect the different spaces of who I am with what I've built in terms of advocating in health equity.
Okay. So I know with all, with advocating and being an activist and things like that, we try to or we encourage people to make sure that they're taking care of themselves. How do you find and when do you find time to make sure that Elle Halo is good? And what are some of the things that you like to do?
I do like to write, and I do like to read when I have time. As an adult, that really looks like articles and stuff. Like I have a stack of books right here. I got Kindle Unlimited. I got Audible Unlimited. But I'm sitting here on the same book I started this summer that I haven't finished. But I do like to read. I definitely read a lot of articles about like social justice issues, particularly LGBTQ issues, and do that to kind of keep myself aware of what's going on in the community and different things.
Mhm.
But I also love to sing. I also write. I write, obviously, like I said, but I sing as well. And I started working on original music. That's not something that I've been doing as consistently as I want to yet. But I think those two things for me, like always having music on or around me or in my earphones or something, like I don't know, it's like it helped keep me calm throughout the day to have music all day long, like to the point where it don't make sense. And so I always do that, and I love listening to new artists. I love just finding new music and new things to express myself and challenging myself in creative ways. I love to spend time with my family and my friends, and you know what I mean. And like I'm that girl. Like I like to go out and everything, but I'm not like the biggest go out person or anything. And you know, I'm real extroverted. I'm very friendly. I'm real easy to get to know, but I definitely like have a more private personal life than people might. I don't know, whatever. But you know, I just try to, you know, take care of myself. I've been doing a lot of self-care baths and like trying to like do like spiritual baths.
Okay.
Especially since I had got in a car accident in January, so that's been helping me a lot. Um, and I think definitely a good amount of what I'm able to do with my work definitely helps me too in seeing people. And I think like definitely in like COVID and not being able to see people, like I get to see all of my friends and all of the people, you know what I mean, all of my peers, all our mentors, all our, you know what I mean, the dancers, the, you know what I mean, the performers, everybody. I can see everybody all year long. And so definitely being like at home and quarantine and stuff definitely like affects that and leaves me like just kind of, you know, quarantine at home for the most part. But I don't know. I don't do it well. I don't do the self care thing well. I grind till I drop, and
Ooh.
that's what we do.
Yeah,
But
and
so I don't even like. I don't even have like. I don't even know nothing else to even say of what I do. I like to shop. I don't know. That's not. I don't know. I probably don't have the most healthy relationship with that either. But yeah. But you know. But I don't know. I don't know. Cleopatra said, "I'll sleep when I'm dead." I don't know. I don't know why that came in my head, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Like, I'll self care and relax when I'm old or something. You know what I mean? No, I don't know.
yeah, we got listen. That black women, we know we will run
Mhm.
until the soles of our shoes are gone. So I know, and that's why I asked because I know so much now. We're talking about like mental health and self care, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, but you know, I'm still gonna have to get my stuff done. So
Mhm.
I'll self care, like you said, I'll self care when I'm old. I'll self care when I'm dead. But
Yeah.
I'm glad that you do at least get some of those things in, like reading and music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um,
I have been seeing a therapist. Seeing a
okay,
lovely black woman therapist. I think her last name Tracy Goldman. I think her name Dr. Tracy Goldman, but she's a wonderful lady, and it definitely has helped me over the last like 2 years to be able to see her and have her, and you know what I mean, like I said, my mentors and stuff as a part of my support system and stuff. But I think that's like a self-care thing too, you know what I mean, like
hmm
that's something that's just for me. And sometimes, you know what I mean, sometimes we focus on little things, sometimes we focus on big things, sometimes it's life coaching and planning and just getting, you know what I'm saying, her snapping on me like somebody mama, or me snapping on her like somebody child. I don't know, but I definitely would recommend too for us black women and for for us black cis women and for us black trans women that we engage with some therapy and just whatever it is, just taking that time for yourself and not spending the time that we do try to take for ourselves, beating ourselves up about taking the time and
right,
trying to take care of ourselves.
right. Okay, so I do want to make sure, and I want to go ahead and get into it now, about the march that you have coming up later on this month.
Yeah. So the Black Rose Initiative is a group that we formed after we fundraised to go to DC for the National Action Network's Commitment March, which was led by Reverend Al Sharpton and Martin Luther King Jr. the Third, and his daughter. And it was really beautiful. We got to see like Ayanna Presley, so many great speakers. We got to see some of the people from the People's Revolution that were there speaking. And it was a once in a lifetime opportunity to be able to do that, and to be able to go and be a part of that history and to make that statement and to be visible in that space as Black trans women. And so after that trip, after we fundraised and went on that trip, we were really supported by an organization or by a fund, a mutual aid fund called Love on Black Women, led by Shavana Sassan. And after we came back, we did like our own little mutual aid and helped like about 8 or 9 girls and gave away like $1,200, and then we saved some to be able to start planning the Black Trans Visibility Celebration Week. And so we really intended to start planning a march that was just for Black trans women, and to celebrate and highlight and center Black trans women. But we decided it would be best to make sure that we tried our best to be inclusive to our whole community. And these events definitely are open to the whole community to participate by attending or viewing. We have virtual events and in-person events. The march will be on March 27th. It'll start around 1 p.m. You can follow me on social media, Elle Halo, or you can follow the Black Rose Initiative on Facebook or Sheba on Facebook. And definitely you'll be able to find out more information. And the closer we get, we'll start releasing more of like our speaker list and our performers and different people that are involved with each of the event days. But the route is not final yet, but we are going to march and end at Alice's Garden on March 27th and then we'll have a block party following it. And we're collaborating with all of our health organizational partners and the Black Women's Emancipation Movement, which was a movement that held 2 marches, the Juneteenth Celebration March and the Protect Black Women's March we did in October. And so I was able to work with them and take a community organizing course. So this is like my real first time, like really organizing at this level or trying to have a full march by itself, like a full march on its own. And so we're very excited. I'm very excited. It's definitely a lot of lovely, amazing, talented speakers, performers that'll be with us in person and virtually throughout the week. And the show to the block party gonna be awesome. And I'm really excited about that. And we have some powerful and dynamic Black trans leaders and speakers from Milwaukee that are all slated to speak with us, to speak for us during the march. And we'll be opening that space for other Black trans people that attend the march to be able to have some space and to be able to speak as well. And that's something that's important for me to provide. And so, we got a little skate crew. We got a little drum line going on. We got a fraternity that a lot of our brothers are in called Nu Phi Zeta. They're going to be marching and strolling with us and for us. And, I got the Jamaican food truck. I got the dessert lady coming. We go, some lovely vendors like Naturally Beautiful and some other lovely vendors. And we're excited.
Okay. So how anyone who wants to still be involved, like, are you still accepting vendors, performers? How can they, like, if someone can't attend, how can they donate to the cause? Let us know how other people can still get involved at this point.
Thank you. And so we have a link. I'll post it on the Facebook feed to the stream. But oh my god, it's talking. Okay. But we have the Black Rose Initiative Facebook page. You can find me on social media platforms. with the name Elle Halo. And we have the Shiva Sisters Helping Each Other Battle Adversity page on Facebook. And so I definitely recommend that you follow any of those three pages. And every event for the week, the Black Trans Visibility Celebration Week, all the events have their own event pages and everything as well. So the March has its own page, and that's again on March 27th, and it'll start around 1 p.m. And people that want to get involved can definitely like contact me on social media and find me. Y'all can email me too. My email is lhalo@gmail. Y'all can email me as well. And we're definitely still looking for particularly performers and more vendors. Would be great. Particularly for our performers. We have more, you know what I mean? We have more of our community participating and performing for us that are not just queer trans people. But I definitely would encourage any queer trans performers out there that would love to have some space with us during Celebration Week. There are multiple ways that we could be able to feature or highlight artists, and we would love to do that with more of our local artists. And they can definitely just inbox or email me, and I can definitely find space for them and at the march or at one of our virtual events.
Awesome. So we are coming close to the end. I want to ask one more question because I heard you talk about Siobhan assisting in the Black women's emancipation movement and protect Black women and things like that. How important is it for cisgender Black women and trans Black women to like cooperate, collaborate, and really support one another, especially for those of us or those of us cisgender women who don't really know where to, put our input in or, show our support?
Sure. I think first start with your intentions. You know what I'm saying? If you being real with somebody, if you trying to help them or create some collaboration or a project or move forward with an idea or just get involved with a group or something, I think setting your intention will help to bring the right people into you know what I mean, like into your space, and you'll be able to find that connection eventually. I think doing some work to educate yourself and being proactive about that and having a decision of being proactive about it, and just not tolerating hate or bias or discrimination in front of you are all great ways to kind of start along that process. And I think people, I think we are connected, and we are sisters and we are family. And, I think that empowering and uplifting and including trans women and cisgender women spaces helps us to be stronger as a unit. And I think, I think kind of like you got to think like a woman, act like a man.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of thing. Like I really feel like trans women have. I feel like this about the trans community as a whole and cisgender community, but I feel like trans women, like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, girls. You know what I mean? Like, come on, girls. That's how I feel. Like, I'm like, I love it. Like, like, I love to see, our sisters be, empowered and make their own milestones in their body journey and in their educational journey and in their entrepreneurship and being able to, you know what I mean, see each other grow. And we just want y'all to be able to, give us that energy and uplift us and encourage us in the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, and we're not asking you to do something you can't do. You know what I'm saying? And if it's going to cause us all to be able to, you know what I'm saying, meet our goals better and that we are the real backbone, we are the real leadership, we are the real thought provokers, we are the real conversation starters of any community as Black women, cis and trans Black women. I think us taking more ownership and more power of that as a unit will help us to get closer to reaching our collective goals. And I think in our social justice movement and conversation, we just have to realize that we're not going to make progress on any of these things without making progress on all of them. And so it's time for a new standard to be established in terms of how we communicate, in terms of how we work, in terms of how we respect each other, in terms of how we regard each other's bodies, it's in how we regard our health, how we regard community health and mental health and wellness. And it's just time that we start to address those things and realize that, you know what I mean, this is all we got. We got each other. And you know what I mean, ain't nobody gonna come save us. And you know what I mean. So I think we all know that, So what we gonna do with the time that we have and with the people and the resources and the talents and the gifts and the abundance that we are really built in.
I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much for coming on today. I just want to remind people of a couple of things. Like you said, follow on the Black Rose Initiative Facebook page. Yes. Sheba, that's SHEBA.
Yeah.
You can follow Elle Halo on social media. Your email is also ellehalo@gmail.com, correct?
Yeah.
The Black Trans Visibility March.
Visibility Celebration March.
Celebration?
Visibility Celebration March and the Black Trans Visibility Celebration Week.
All right. March 27th is the actual march, right?
Yep.
Still looking for performers, especially all inclusive, but especially trans and queer.
Vendors, and I'm still looking for a dance team. I know that God will it to be a dance team for me. So I'm still looking for that too.
All right. Again, we thank you so much. I know you have a lot to do. I've been seeing the tour. I've been admiring. So thank you so much for making this one of your stops. And for all of you, make sure you follow Pretty Plus Size and Powerful on all of the things. Pretty Plus Size and Powerful Facebook page. Make sure you join the group Pretty Plus Size and Powerful with group at the end. Follow us on Instagram at Pretty Plus Power. Check out our website at www.prettypluspower.com. I'm going to keep begging y'all, please send up some well wishes for my partner in crime, Ruthia. She is still not feeling well, and that is why she is not here. Thank you all for joining us today. Again, make sure you share this live video. Support all Black women. Support all Black women.
Yes, listen to all Black women. Protect all Black women. Prioritize all Black women. Thank you so much, Pretty Plus Size and Powerful. Thank you so much, Aziza, for having me.
Thank you. All right, y'all. Have a good day. Bye-bye.